Hey folks, welcome to the channel. As you can see, that was quite the process. Now I love this tent. Sometimes it can be a pain in the butt to pitch. Anyways, we're out here for the weekend for 2 nights. Winter season is quickly approaching, so I'm gonna test out some winter gear. I got a new stove that I haven't even used yet. Super excited for it. We're gonna give it a try this weekend, see how it works. And yeah, just gonna have some drinks and listen to nature. I'm gonna get a bunch of my gear set up. I got a cot and a bunch of stuff, so I'll bring you guys back in a little while. It is warm out today, folks. You know, hopefully it's supposed to drop to about 9 degrees tonight, so I could have a little fire going in my stove here, but I have a feeling I might be sleeping with the doors open. I'm gonna smoke myself out of here. Anyway, a couple more pieces of gear and then inside is set up. Well, the tent's set up. I am pretty much ready to go for my sleeping arrangements. I just got out my new stove that I just bought and gave it a first burn. I did a video on it if you want to check it out. Feel free, but now I'm just enjoying the heat this thing is throwing off. It's about 4:45. I think I'm gonna throw some water on this guy and start making dinner. You know, after I'm done dinner, I'll let the stove die down, then I'll move it into the hot tent. But yeah, you always should burn a new stove outside of your tent first. You know, the oils and grease and everything from manufacturing can really off gas and just reek up your place. So it's always a good idea to do this. Put it out of where you're going to be sleeping. Let it burn, let it kind of season. You can see it's kind of got a purplish hue to it now. So the seasoning is well underway. So yeah, I'm gonna throw a pot of water on, boil it up, and have a bit of dinner. Oh. All right, we'll see how long that takes to boil. Don't have this thing pumping too much, so might be a while. For dinner, I've got some Nomad Nutrition Caribbean curry. I mean, it sounds pretty good. All kinds of like quinoa, yam, potatoes, broccoli, onions, carrots, coconut milk, a bunch of stuff. Now, Nomad Nutrition is plant-based only, so no dairy, no meat. So any of you vegans out there, good way to go if you're looking for dehydrated meals. They're pretty hard to find. So I did do the Northern Superior Coastal Trail 2 weeks ago with my girlfriend, and we bought a bunch of this stuff. I haven't tried this one. We tried an Irish shepherd's pie, and it was terrible. It was so crunchy, you know, it wasn't great flavor. You'd think shepherd's pie, like you'd think, you know, creamy potatoes, mashed potato. It was just chunks of potatoes and a bunch of other stuff all thrown in. So some of them are hit or miss. For the most part, though, it is nice to be able to find something that I can eat that's nice and lightweight. So we're going to give this a shot and see how it is. Oh, it is just turning out to be a beautiful afternoon. It's cooling off a bit. Now it's not so hot. I can actually enjoy the heat coming off this. So I think tonight we're going to be pretty cozy in the tent. I won't put too much more wood in this now that it's off-gassed enough. And I will let it cool down and move it into the tent. And I'll probably curl up and watch a movie tonight. Just have a nice quiet night. Just out here to relax. I mean, this is glamping to the max, right? You drive to your site, got a hot tent, got a stove, you know, you're going to watch some movies, got a cot, a bed, you know. Doesn't get much more glamorous than this. But yeah, I can't wait to try this stove out in the winter. It is putting off so much heat, I can't believe it. A lot more heat than my Winterwell Nomad Small does. Now, cubic inch wise, I think this burns more, holds more wood. I will definitely be getting the chimney section with the upper damper so I can control it a bit better. But so far, the bottom damper works great. Yeah, I'm impressed with it. Oh, it is gonna be a lovely night. Also have a bunch of new stuff. I've got the Fjallraven G1000. I've been testing out this summer so far. So far it's been performing great. Super comfortable. I'll be doing a review on them, you know, probably next season. I like to use things before I actually pass a review on them. Just like the Pomoly, I think it's Pomoly, Dweller stove. I'm going to use it for most of the winter season before I pass judgment on it, as I mentioned in my first burn video. But yeah, I've got a bunch of new gear. Super excited about it. I've got a new cooler to keep my drinks cool for car camping. A Chili Moose Harbor bucket. It's more of a, you know, cheaper alternative to Yeti, because Yetis are, granted they work great, they are expensive. Add a bit more wood. Get this boiling and eat. I am starving. I'm gonna have to start cutting my firewood smaller. You know, about roughly my blade size is for the Winterwell, whereas this is taller, but not quite as wide. So these I can feed in full length into the Winterwell. But these I'm gonna have to start cutting them smaller because wood's just not fitting. I'm gonna go trim that up. All right, should probably fit now. Oh, yeah, that gets hot. Duh. Hey, we're good to go. Oh, that smells so good. Whew, that's hot. All right. "15 minutes. Feels like a long time to wait when you're hungry. So yeah, the Northern Superior Coastal Trail up near Wawa in Lake Superior Provincial Park here in Ontario. So we did 6 nights, I think it was, and it was tough. Beautiful, for sure, beautiful, but it was just up and down terrain, and there's a lot of pretty nasty, dangerous sections of, you know, shoreline, super wet, slick rock, and steep, sometimes even like cliff climbing, essentially. But yeah, my girlfriend and I, we loved it. So next year, we're thinking maybe we'll go up to Newfoundland and do the East Coast Trail. There's a bunch of different sections, you know, the iceberg section, and there's a geyser there. Yeah, I think that's what the big adventure next year is going to be. Maybe, you know, I'll get into filming my trips with my girlfriend. You know, it is nice to just put the camera down and not worry about it. But yeah, if you guys are up for a challenge and some gorgeous scenery, I would recommend the Northern Coastal Trail in Superior. It is gorgeous and rugged for sure. My tent, night 5, we finally got a big storm. Not a huge storm, but big enough that it was raining heavy for quite a few hours on end. And my tent leaked, guys. It leaked bad. So I've been taking for years now a nature hike Taga 2, a 2-man tent. It weighs 2.5 pounds, and it was pretty roomy. So it was a great tent. And we took it last year down the Western Uplands backpacking trail in Algonquin Provincial Park. And it rained the whole time, not a drop of water. But I guess through winter storage, the seams finally decided to give up. I mean, the tent's probably about 7 years old now. It leaked everywhere, just everywhere. So I ended up taking my poncho, my tarp poncho, and throwing it over the tent. Luckily, Nicole brought
some gorilla rubber tape, which really worked well. We taped up some of the seams just to get by. But yeah, it leaked like a sieve. That's one of the huge no-nos, is taking untested gear out, but I've been using it for years, and I didn't think to test it out before I went on our hike. You know, I set it up, make sure I had all the parts, all the poles, all the pegs, the ground sheet, everything. Set it up in the backyard. Great. Packed it back up. But yeah, that's the difference one season of storage will do, I guess. Oh, wahoo! Dinner is ready. Oh yeah, looks a bit dry. Maybe I should have added a bit more water. We'll see. Looks pretty good. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Got some heat to it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's very tasty. Very good. Alright guys, well, I'll spare you having to watch me eat. I'm gonna let the stove burn down and cool off. Then I'm gonna move it into the tent. And yeah, get a whole bunch more firewood pulled out, chopped up to do me for the night, and relax. Getting ready for night. tell you what, guys, it got dark fast. I guess it is getting on to be about 7:30 now. Just finished dinner and went into the bush and got some firewood. Let the stove cool down and moved it in here, and all of a sudden it's dark. But it is a super nice night. It's starting to cool off, so I'm actually enjoying the heat off the stove. I've got it damped down, obviously, so I don't boil myself out of here. So far, so good. Seems to be burning decent. Things are a bit stiff. I'm not sure if that's gonna loosen up with a bit of time, but I find the damper and the door pretty hard to operate right now. Now it's not quite level. I'm not sure if that's going to affect the functionality of everything, but here we are. No harm, no foul. Ooh, that is hot. Yeah, in order to open the damper up, I have to actually hit it. Super stiff. Looks like the door hinge is adjustable, so I might fuss with that when I can actually touch it, but for tonight it's going to be okay. Just going to sit here and enjoy my beer and watch the fire. It's super nice being able to see the full view of the fire. I really like that. Really, and it does project a lot of the heat forward. I've got my heat stove fan actually turned away just to get some of the heat away from me so I don't overheat. Yeah, super awesome. Good morning, everyone. Well, I kind of just passed out last night. It was so nice and cozy in here, and I just threw on a movie. I meant to shoot a bit more video, but I just fell right asleep. Oh, and I slept good. Stove worked great all night. It was out when I woke up because I was sleeping so well, so just getting a bit of a fire going now, and we're gonna get some coffee going because I need some coffee. I know, guys, I need a haircut very badly. Oh, got the afro going, but I haven't had time to get to the hairdressers. Man, it's been such a crazy busy summer. I'm gonna do a few more trips this season before it starts snowing. I definitely want to do that Black River trip I was talking about in one of my videos. 2-night river canoe trip, and probably one where I just stay at a campsite for a couple nights. It's a place, Halliburton Highland Water Trails, up near me here. Gorgeous lakes and gorgeous campsites, and they're quite private, so you hop in the canoe, paddle across the lake, probably portage into one of the other lakes and stay up in there. But yeah, it'll be a good time. Add the cold water. What that does is it forces the grounds to drop once you add the cold water. Let it sit for another minute, and you still have to be careful when you pour it. You don't want to pour it super fast, stir up the grounds, get some crunchy coffee, but looks a little strong, so I think we need a little extra sugar this morning. I don't know how well you guys can see this, but oh yeah. You know, I've been drinking coffee all my life. And I have tried all kinds of coffee. French press, espresso, Keurig, Nespresso, drip machines, different grounds, different beans. But the best coffee out there, seriously guys, is cowboy coffee. I don't know why, but it turns out so smooth and flavorful. Doesn't matter what bean you use. It loses that bitterness when you boil it. I don't know. It's so good. I don't know why I don't just boil my coffee at home. It is the best kind of coffee. Try it, even at home. Try it. For a pot that size, you saw I put about 3 heaping tablespoons in to just about a liter. Boil it, not for too long. Boil it for maybe 2 minutes. Give it a good stir, drop some cold water in, let it sit, and try it. You guys won't be disappointed, I promise. You can even do it with Folgers or Nabob, any of the cheaper coffees. It makes any coffee better, I swear. Oh yeah. So I like my stove that I bought. I'm going to talk a bit more about it in my first look video. But again, I'm going to probably use it for most of the winter season before I actually review it. So yeah. I'm going to sit here, enjoy my coffee and my fire. It's actually pretty chilly this morning. And yeah, I'll probably pack up and get out of here, I think. Or maybe not, we'll see. But if I do, thanks for watching, guys. I know it was a quick one, but it's been so long since I shot a video, I figured I might as well come out here for a night, test the stove out, and yeah, shoot a video for you guys. Sorry, I totally morning brain farted there. I was just gapped out. I need some more coffee. Thanks again, guys. Like and subscribe if you want. I've got some more videos coming up for you. We're gonna get out a lot this winter. I'm excited. I'm excited.